Well, I'm ready to answer another set of 10 questions out of Carl Shoup's book, Test Your Bible Knowledge. This will be the second set of 10 questions out of the fourth book of the Bible, the book of Numbers. Each question comes with 4 multiple choice selections, and it's my job to pick the right answer. The questions also come with a reference out of the Bible in case you wanted to do a little bit of research and maybe dig out the answer by looking it up in the Bible. The book was published in 1971, and there are about 1,400 questions, and I found them to be somewhat challenging. My cumulative score so far is just a little bit below 80%. I thought when I first started this that these would be absolutely no problem. I am a daily Bible reader. I try to go to church every Sunday, and I've been doing that for quite some time. But I'm still shooting for 100%. I've only done it one time, and I think I should be able to do it again. So we'll see as I tackle this next set of 10 questions. The first question is question number 181. Having found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath day, the Israelites inquired of the Lord and meted out the punishment he demanded, namely, A. Replacement of each stick just where it had been gathered. B. Payment of 40 shekels to the tabernacle. C. Carrying the sticks until he gained the promised land. Or D. Death by stoning. And I am going to go right here for D. Death by stoning. The other options are kind of clever, but I believe that the correct answer here is death by stoning. All right, 182. 14,700 Israelites perished under the Lord's wrath when they were A. Swallowed up as the earth split asunder. B. Consumed by fire. C. Struck by the plague. Or D. Wandering lost in the wilderness. Okay, I seem to remember reading about the earth opening up and swallowing a whole group of people, but I don't quite remember the number. 14,700, that is a big number. And I know that in the Bible in the Old Testament, they were dealing with a large group of people, but I'm not quite sure what the right answer here is. B, consumed by fire, I don't think that's it. C, struck by the plague. It could be that. D, wandering lost in the wilderness, I don't think it's that. I'm going to go with my first initial answer, and I'm going to pick A for 182A. 183. Aaron and his descendants, decreed the Lord, should receive in partial recompense for their religious duties A. the tithe, B. a tithe of the tithe, C. a tithe of the tithe, or D. none of the tithe. Okay, I don't think it's D or C, and it could be B, but I'm going to go with A. I think it's the tithe. So for 183 here, I'm marking down A. All right, question 184. When Aaron died on Mount Hor by the Lord's command, all the house of Israel wept for him. A. 10 days, B. 20 days, C. 30 days, or D. 40 days. Oh my goodness. I think that the answer here is C. 30 days, although it could be 40 days, which is D, but I'm thinking that it's C, 30 days. So that's what I'm going to go with, C for 184. Okay, 185. Balaam's ass, A, brought him into disfavor with the Lord. B, delayed his journey by stupid indecision. C, saved his life. Or D, rolled on him. Okay, I do remember this story here, and it is not A, brought him into disfavor with the Lord, or B, delayed his journey by stupid indecision. It's either C or D. And I know that his foot was injured by the animal rolling on him or somehow getting his foot caught between the body of the animal and a wall. But I know also that the animal saved his life. So it is a toss-up here between C, saved his life, and D, rolled on him. And man, I think that I'm going to go with D, rolled on him. And we'll see how this turns out. So 185 is D. 186, what hath God wrought? Was the exclamation A, by Balaam, when he blessed the people of Israel before Balak. B, by Moses, when he struck a rock in Moab to obtain water. C, by Aaron, just before he died. Or D, in the book of the wars of the Lord. Okay, I'm going to cancel out D. I don't think it's that. B, by Aaron, just before he died. I do not think it's that. A, by Balaam, when he blessed the people of Israel before Balak. It could be that. Or B, by Moses, when he struck a rock in Moab to obtain the water. This is a tough one also. I think that I want to go with B, by Moses, when he struck a rock. So, again, I am just not sure, but I want to stick with B, and we'll see what the answer is. Okay, 187. Of the 603,550 men who had been counted in the Sinai wilderness census by Moses and Aaron, there remained to be counted by Moses and Eleazar in the census taken after the plague, A, 207,463, B, 2,075, C, 2, or D, none. And this is another one that's just going to be a tough one to answer. Let's see. Man, those are some big numbers. 200,000, that is a large group of people. 2,000 is a smaller group, obviously. 2, the smallest. And D, none. I don't think that it's none. Let's see, what would be the best answer here? Taken after the plague. Let's see. I don't know, it might be none, but that doesn't seem to be right. So let's see. Oh my goodness, I am going to just make a guess here. I'm going to guess none, D. So we'll have to see on that one too. All right, question 188. The appeal by the women Mela, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah stimulated the Lord to decree the order of inheritance if there were no sons. A, daughter; if no daughter, brother; if no brother, sister; if no sister, uncle on the father's side. B, brother, daughter, sister, uncle. C, daughter, brother, sister, next of kin. Or D, daughter, brother, uncle, next of kin. Okay, let's try to figure this one out. The decree, the order of inheritance, if there were no sons. So the daughter would go next, and then if not a daughter, then a brother. And if there wasn't a brother, then a sister, and if there wasn't a sister, then an uncle. So the sister is in 3 of those answers, and then not in the last answer, D. The last answer is just daughter, brother, uncle, next of kin. That seems like that might be the best one. I know in some of these strategies to answer multiple choice questions, you're supposed to pick out the one choice that is most different from the other. Sometimes that'll be right. So I'm going to go with that, and we'll say 188 is D. I have to say I wish I knew the answer right off the bat for some of these, but some of this stuff is just really, really micro kind of stuff that's taken from the Bible. All right, 189. Having notified Moses that he was about to die, The Lord heeded his request to nominate a successor to shepherd Israel and named A. Joshua, B. Eleazar, C. Zelophehad, or D. None. And I feel real strongly the answer here is A. Joshua, a successor to shepherd Israel. And I'm going to go with 189A. And I feel pretty confident that maybe I answered one of these correctly. 190. The Lord decreed that when a woman vows a vow to the Lord and binds herself by a bond, it is binding on her only if her husband or her father, if she is unmarried, hears it and A, says nothing, B, expresses his approval, C, expresses his disapproval, or D, signs as a witness. Oh man, I think I'm going to go with A, says nothing. That seems to be the best fitting answer here. Let's see, binds herself by a bond. It is binding on her only if her husband or her father, if she is unmarried, hears it and says nothing. That seems to make good sense. So we'll see. All right, A is the answer for 190. Okay, that makes another tough 10 for me, and it's time to go back to the back of the book where the answers are ready and waiting and start to see how many of these I was able to answer correctly. All right, the first one, 181. The correct answer is D, and that's what I put, so there's one right for me. 182. Correct answer is C, and I marked A. So quickly, let's take a look. 182. Oh, it was the 14,700 perished. I said A, swallowed up as the earth split asunder. Actually, struck by the plague is the correct answer, and that was C. So one wrong for me. 183. The correct answer is B. I marked A. So that's two that I missed. And that question was the one about Aaron and his descendants, decreed the Lord, should receive in partial recompense. Oh, okay, this is a tithe of a tithe of a tithe and all that. And the correct answer is B, a tithe of a tithe. All right, 184. Correct answer C, and I marked C. 185. Correct answer C. I put down D. So it is Balaam's ass. And this is one of my favorite stories in the Bible. And I've missed the question. So it was between saved his life and rolled on him. And the correct answer, the best answer, I guess, here is C, saved his life. And the animal did save his life. So 186, the correct answer is A. I marked B. Missed that one. We're at number 4 now. Not looking good for me. The question was, what hath God wrought? And apparently the answer there, by Balaam, when he blessed the people. So I missed that one. 187, correct answer is C, and I marked D. Now we are at 50%. This is not looking good. The question was about the numbers again. 603,550 men. Correct answer C. There were 2, I guess, that were remaining. Look at that. 188. Correct answer D. Whew, got it right. D. 189. Correct answer is A, and I marked A. 190. Correct answer A, and I marked A also. All right, so out of those 10, I was able to get 5 correct. Not that great, I have to say. Also, not very confident in the way I answered them, but a lot of specific stuff here again. The author loves to pick out those questions about numbers and who's left there and who's the son of what. So, and the Bible is full of that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens next. There's another set of, it looks like 10 or 6 or so out of Numbers, and then we move on to Deuteronomy. And Deuteronomy is always the book that is kind of, I look at it as the summary of the preceding books. So it should be interesting. Hopefully I'll do a lot better on that. I'm still striving for 100%. I know it's out there, and I'll get it soon. So we'll have to see.